everyone. I am back. I'm Nutritionist Rob with Black Women Obesity TV. And I hope everyone is enjoying their blessings. We got some good information today on this video. We're going to continue trying to create a new building, a new eating culture, and continue our building blocks and our foundation. But before I start, I want to always remind everyone that on this channel, I'm going to be very truthful about the conditions of Black people in this country. This channel is for Black people. All people I know are going to listen, but basically this channel is for Black people. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you are sensitive to the topics of slavery, talking about white supremacy in America, treatment of blacks in America, Jim Crow period, racism, this channel is not going to be for you. You're going to be too sensitive to it. I want serious people. So I don't want anybody posting any nonsense on these channels. I'm not going to deal with that. This channel focuses on the eating habits of Black people, period. There's nothing wrong with loving your own people. God, it's like you can't even love Black people. We always have to be attached to white people. No, this is for us. Another thing, this is not personal against anyone. I do not mean all people. Everybody gets all sensitive. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm going to say the majority of people, not all people. And another thing, I don't care whether you're Black or white. I don't care. I don't deal with all this. I'm humanitarian. I love people. I talk to people. I hang out with people. I don't care. But this is for our people. I'm not against anyone. But I will say in America, though, the majority, white people in America they don't want any responsibility for the conditions of Black people. The majority of them will not fight for you to reveal the truth about the evil system in America. That's pretty obvious, right? Christopher Columbus did not discover America, okay? It's nonsense, and we still celebrate this nonsense. So we don't care about that anymore anyway. We don't care. We don't care. This is about us. So let's go. Now, because we have been listening to the wrong people for hundreds of years on what to eat, we have become severely unhealthy. And you remember, these people don't give a damn about us, man, our health. But now we're unhealthy. Now we're malnourished. History tells that. And I told you in the last video, here's the reality of it all. I'm going to tell you on every video, we do not believe the supermarkets, the restaurants, the foods in the supermarkets, the restaurants, and the fast foods cause poor health. None of us believe that. Black people, generally speaking, do not believe that is the problem. And because we're so attached to this government, we think that the government protects us from harmful chemicals. Well, they give us food stamps, right? They give us social benefits, but they harm us with the chemicals. They allowed this. The Democrats and Republicans allowed this. Garbage in the foods. Incredible. So now we have to build a strong foundation like I've been talking to you. We talked briefly before. There's 5 building blocks to our foundation, which is nutrition, which we're going to deal with today. Setting boundaries. We're going to start on that. That's going to be, I'm going to love that. That's next video. We're going to learn how to examine these foods. We're going to continue to talk about American history, Black history, and we're going to learn the science of weight loss, which is coming. But we've got to get over this before we talk about weight loss. So, we're going to continue with number 1, which is nutrition. So now, most Black Americans, again, are severely malnourished. And boy, if you have a garden, it's at least you're eating some positive foods off God's table. But we're not going to really talk about gardens. We're going to be talking about these supermarket foods. Because the foods in the supermarkets and the fast foods do not provide us with the nutrition that we normally receive, that we get from foods on God's table. They don't provide us with the nutrition and the nutrients in those foods. Hamburger Helper is not going to do that. Doritos, that doesn't provide us with any nutrition. 90% of the foods in the supermarkets are not even foods. That's hard for you to believe that when you walk in someplace in America, those foods are not healthy. They're not foods. Most people don't believe this, white and black. So what we call them in the nutrition industry, we call them man-made processed foods, which are in the supermarkets and the fast foods. Or we call them so-called foods, right? So they're man-made processed foods. And here's the kick. Here's the facts. We cannot sustain optimum health eating man-made processed foods. You can't sustain health. We know this. We're not healthy. So we have to get minerals from foods. The only place you get minerals on foods from God's table, minerals and vitamins. Minerals and vitamins which come from the plants. You can't be healthy if you don't eat this stuff. Not if you eat this stuff, if you don't eat this other stuff. Talk about in a second. Doctors, if you're listening, you have no clue. You have no clue what's going on. What's going on with these processed foods. You might know about fruits and vegetables. You don't know anything about these processed foods. You don't teach it to the black people in this country. Excuse me. Because status and education doesn't mean anything. You can have a PhD and your dumb ass is still eating all these processed foods. I told you in the last video. Don't matter how much money you make, how much education you make. You're still uneducated about what's going on. I'm educated, so I'm letting you know what's going on. More importantly, these so-called foods lowers our immune system severely. This is the major problem. They lower your immune system. Now what happens? Well, now you start getting colds, flus, whatever you think that's floating around on the earth with your mask on, cancers, diabetes, high blood pressure. All these foods from the supermarkets lower your immune system, and now you get sick faster. Autoimmune disorders, lupus, multiple sclerosis, MS, all that stuff tells you have a low immunity because you're eating too much fast food and these foods from the supermarkets and restaurants. Now here's something that's amazing. Most of our kids in the schools perform poorly in school because they don't have the proper nutrients. They get poor grades in school because they can't focus. We're going to take care of that today. ADD, most of it is just your diet. They've already studies with these kids. Off the subject. Let's get back on the subject. We are sick people. So now we've got to deal with this malnourishment. Then we're going to start dealing with these foods on the next video. And we're going to start reversing this issue. Change our way of thinking. Start talking about healthier foods around the table. So now reversing our malnutrition. What are we going to do? So we've got to get some nutrition at home for these kids. And this is the easiest way to correct the situation. So now we've got to get some nutrition in this now, not later on. Right now, we got to get some nutrition in our bodies. I know a lot of you are taking supplements right now, and I know they're expensive, so we're going to talk about that. This is critical times right now. Now, we're going to stock up on 100% organic food supplements. All right? We're going to change the energy in our bodies and our minds. We've got to change our way of thinking. And this is very important. Looking for we've got to look for inexpensive or 100% organic supplements. They've got to be inexpensive. So I've been looking for them, and I actually found a product. And actually, a friend of mine sent me this and said, "Hey, check this out," because people are always sending me products, and I usually say, "Oh, they're too expensive. Can't do it. They're not gonna take it. Nobody's gonna spend $50 on a tub of protein. Not gonna do it." So now he sent me this in February, and I said, "Wow, these products are very inexpensive." So now I got to do my research for you. Looked at the ingredients, fantastic. Even more important, they're inexpensive. We can afford these. You're gonna get all your greens and all your reds for your body. I'm not gonna say any more about that. You're gonna get all your reds and you get all your greens that your body needs to function. It's gonna boost up your immune system. And now the major factor with these products is taste. Taste. And the taste of these products are incredible. Great tasting for the kids. Perfect for the whole family. And the funny thing about it also is it decreases your appetite. Big time. When you start, that means your body's getting nutrients. You don't have to go out and eat this nonsense that's out here. So now we have to stock up and store. Stock up, buy extra, and store these in our houses. We're in hard times right now. The banks are not doing well. Inflation is going to get worse. You're going to need some nutrients in your home. It's getting worse. Got to protect your family. Boy, I ordered these products and I'm highly impressed with them. And I'm not highly impressed with anyone's products that much. We've got to start learning what the Most High wants us to eat. I know some of you say God, that's what you call him. I call him the Most High. We need to learn what we need to eat. So we need to put in order for these foods as soon as possible. Good, everything. So now I don't have to worry about you. At least you're getting some nutrition in your body, and then we can start talking about these so-called man-made processed foods, right? And I tell you, the energy that you have when you get nutrients in your body is amazing. You're bouncing off the wall. And I know most of you are very tired. And again, your kids are going to perform better in school. They are. You give them some juice in the morning, and they're going to have a clearer mind, and you're not going to have any problems ordering them because they're inexpensive. And you'll see. All right? So in the description box, it's going to tell you there's 3 basic products that I want you to, that I like, which is the super greens, the super reds, and the organic coffee. Organic coffee is for weight loss. All right? You're going to see 2 links. You can see one to order the products. You go in, you can order the products, and you can become a member. Or you don't have to be a member. They're still inexpensive. And then you're going to see a second link. If you're interested in sharing the products to other people within Black Nation, and you want to make some extra cash, you can. Not pushing that, but you can. I like it because they pay you a little money for it, right? Making money's okay. So, we deserve the best foods, like I tell you. We are very special people. And we have to start acting like special people. And hopefully people who are listening to this channel know how special we really are as people. As God's chosen people, right? So now, before we go to the next video, I just have to explain to you that I'm trying to detach you from the food industry. So the way the food industry thinks, they don't operate on the same value system as we do as a human beings. As human beings, caring about human beings. They don't care about you. You know, we understand emotion, sympathy, empathy for other people, right? You love your family. You love other people, white or black. But these people, the food industry, these people are not your friends. They don't care about you. So when you go to the supermarkets, you need to start thinking about this. It's just nonsense. You're walking in someone buying people's products that don't give a damn about you. That's crazy, isn't it? Right? Now, here's how they think. They're narcissists. The name of their game when you walk in those supermarkets is manipulation. It's like a rainbow of colors in there, right? Their goal is to take complete control of your perception and beliefs of what a food is. They want you to believe that that is food. So eventually what they want to do is they want to take control of your life. And really your hard reality on how you think about foods. They think their creations of food are actually superior to the foods on God's table. That's what they want you to think. So you go in there and get fat first. They want you to think their creations are actually food. You with me? They feel as though their foods must be in your homes. It's a privilege. And they must be in your home at all times. And guess what? We bring them in. We bring them in. They cause disease. You don't think they cause disease. They got you. You with me? That's not easy to understand as a human being. That people actually are harming you and don't care. You don't understand that. This is what we're talking about. This is why we talk about history. They're still doing the same thing over and over. They don't like you. They don't like black people. They don't care about our kids. It's all about the money. So this was the part of the Eating Foundation. This was part of the Eating Foundation that I really wanted to get you to understand. So just order the supplements. Okay? This is actually the easiest part. Because all you have to do is order them and take them. They're inexpensive, right? Now, here's where the fun begins. The next videos we're going to be talking about setting boundaries. This is the best part. Setting boundaries, saying we are not going to eat these foods anymore. We're not going to eat these ingredients in these foods anymore. And you're going to see a big surprise on how you feel and how you think when you stop doing this. We're going to say, yo, we don't eat that, bro. We ain't doing it. And so we're going to start boycotting some ingredients. Not necessarily products, but ingredients. All right? So if you want to schedule a meeting with me, I'd love to talk with you. Just no nonsense when we talk. We're going to talk real about you. All right? So everybody, see you on the next video, Black Nation. Enjoy your blessings. I'm out.